Hi everyone, my name is Cate and I'm a first year MEM in the EAP, Environmental Economics and Policy program.
Hi, my name is Sara and I'm a second year in the Business and Environment concentration.
Hey everybody, my name is Michael Scott. I'm an MEM and MF dual degree student.
I'm Cate. I'm a first year MEM in the Ecosystem Science and Conservation track. I'm also pursuing a certificate in geospatial analysis.
I chose Duke because the MEM degree allowed me to pick and choose classes from different concentrations and gave me a little more flexibility to create the program that I felt would benefit me the best. Duke also has the unique opportunity to add the MF degree, and I knew that I wanted to work in forest ecosystems.
I chose Duke because I have a background in biology, and as I was transitioning to the environmental field, I realized that I needed to gain more social science exposure. The Nicholas School is really amazing in the fact that they have a foundation of classes that most students take before specializing in the electives that make our concentrations unique. I was able to switch around in these concentrations only because the Nicholas School really values having a foundation that its professional students leave with and are able to take forward in their careers.
I'm currently on a walk. That's one of the things that I do to manage that. But in all seriousness, I think thinking about college as a point of comparison, there is certainly a bit more of a structured work-life divide. There's just a little bit more time for reflection. I find myself working out more than I did in undergrad. There's more time for cooking. So all of those things can be really nice for me.
Grad school is such a demanding time, and as a student, there's a lot that's asked of you, especially if, like I was coming from a couple years of working, and the work-life balance is just different, and that's an adjustment. And I will say that the culture here, the student culture, is very good about respecting and encouraging students to prevent school from eating their entire life. Like, having other students around me that are passionate about that and care about creating boundaries between life and school has been wonderful.
I think it can also be a really nice time to think about like what your goals are. So I would say just thinking about how to spend free time, being surrounded by people who also think about all those things is really, really supportive. And the faculty and staff are great. Plus Duke resources, from anything to free yoga classes to study breaks and free coffee, and it's all good. But you get to decide how you want to structure your time, and so that's been really helpful for me.
In my experience, most people have plenty of time to get all the things they need to get done. I personally make time to keep up a long-distance relationship, do yoga a couple times a week, and watch a lot of Netflix. So I think between balancing mental health, physical health, and the workload, everything's manageable.
So one of the things I like about Durham is its nearby nature offerings. I will point out two examples for you. One is the 23-mile Rail to Trail American Tobacco Trail, which is a really cool way if you have a bike to explore Durham and its nearby towns too. Another is the nearby Eno River, which is only about a 10-15 minute drive away from Duke's campus. It's definitely a Nicholas School pastime and an activity that a lot of Nicholas School students like to do. Just go to the river on a hotter, warmer day when they have free time, cool off. There's a cool swimming hole called Turtle Hole, and students like to gather in groups and just go there and chill at the river for a little bit. There's also the Eno River State Park, where there are really cool water areas where you could dip into the water for a little bit and hike around on some really nice trails.
I'm on the board for Nicholas Queer Network, which is a social organization here aimed at creating space for LGBTQ+ individuals and students at the Nicholas School. And I guess I would describe the culture here as being very warm and open and welcoming and supportive. During my first couple months, the first thing that struck me was just how quickly you get to know everyone. You're passing each other in the hallways, you're in the same classes, and there are so many events, like after kind of normal school hours, on the weekends, social events, professional development events, all kinds of things, like way more than you can actually possibly attend. Some of my favorites last year were Durham Pride Parade, which we had like 60 to 70 students and faculty march in the parade in September. So like during the first month of classes, and that was just a really kind of festive and welcoming way to start off the year. I've made a point of getting outside, and there's a huge community here that likes to hike or bird watch, whatever kind of ways you like to get outside. I went on a Knickknacks trip, which is like our student outdoor group. We went canoe camping in the Roanoke River. There's a lot of us. There's like 100 plus, 200 plus if you include the second years, and so finding those smaller ways to get to know people I found to be really helpful. I didn't go home for Thanksgiving, and there were a lot of us in that scenario at the Nicholas School, and so we had like a potluck style Friendsgiving, which was really wonderful. So even just a couple months into this term, I felt like the culture here was already we were forming those connections and friendships.
That's one of the great things about the Nicholas School, is that you will always have the support you need to do the work that you need to do while having a great time.
I've also found that such a strength of the program is that we have such different perspectives and backgrounds that we come in with, and that just allows our conversations to be amazing and really help us in our future careers.
For me, Duke was a very easy choice, and I'm very excited that I came here.